Hi, today I'm working on some, Christmas is coming and I wanted to get some Christmas pillows done for my granddaughter's bed. These are some of the ones I've made for what blanket she has on her bed right now, because it's made out of this fabric. So what I did is I just cut out some designs using Wonder Under, and I made these little doll pillows for her bed. I used stencils on some, and some I just used the fabric and cut it out, and then I just did different techniques on that. But it's all being done using Wonder Under and stencils. The easiest thing you can do is find a pattern that you like. I made the doll dress out of this, and I did have some leftover gingerbread people, so I cut out a couple gingerbread. So I'm going to make a gingerbread pillow for Christmas. Another thing I did was I found some fabric that I really liked that was Christmassy, and I cut out a house off of, it was a bunch of panels that had all kinds of different designs on it. So I cut out a little gingerbread house. It looks like something like this. Well, it is this one right here. This is it. I cut out, there's a home sweet home, there's some gingerbreads, there's some joys. So I cut out this house out of this piece of fabric, and I'm going to Wonder Under it onto my scrap of fabric, and I'm going to show you how to do that. This is Wonder Under. When you get it, it comes with an instruction sheet. It's a fusible interfacing, but I don't follow the instructions. It says to use a damp cloth when you're working with it, and I never have used a damp cloth. So it's up to you whether you want to follow the instructions. Okay, there's two sides. There's the paper side, and then there's a rough, shiny side, and that's what you're going to iron on first. So take the piece that you want to get fused onto your fabric and cut it out of your paper. Okay, I have my paper cut out. Now you're going to iron on the paper, and that will take the interfacing and fuse it to your fabric. So I have my iron set at a little past halfway, so it's hot, but it's not really hot. It's a medium oven, medium iron. Okay, so now I'm going to iron the fusing onto the gingerbread house. Okay, I'm going to let that cool down a little bit, a minute or two, not even that long. Okay, so it's cooled down, so now I'm going to cut out the design that I actually want. So I'm going to go right on the line. This little gingerbread man, I've already fused the interfacing on him, and I've already peeled it off. Okay, so we've got our piece trimmed up the way I wanted it. So I'm going to take a needle, or a pin, and I'm going to go in here and make a I'm going to peel the paper part away from the actual fabric, and the interfacing will stick to the fabric, and all that's coming off now is the paper. Okay, so the paper, you can just throw it away. Okay. turn my iron back on. Clean up my area a minute here. Okay, so you want to get your iron hot again. And you're going to take the piece of fabric, whatever size you want, and iron it so there's no wrinkles in it. Okay, now you're going to take your fused picture and you're going to center it, or however you want to put it on your piece of fabric that you're going to make your pillow out of. I'm going to center mine. Okay. It's also at this point where you can look, and if you didn't trim it up good enough against the white fabric, that's when you want to take your scissors and make it so it's the way you want it. You can feel this, it's almost got like a rubber backing to it. Okay, so you're going to center that. Now I'm going to actually iron this on. Okay, you're going to let that cool. Now it's at this point where you're going to decide how do you want to, you can just leave it like this, no problem, it'll last for a long time. Okay, if you heated it good and there was good fusing, there won't be any curl on this and it'll just hold tight. But usually it doesn't work that well. So what I do is I just take my needle and thread and I do just like a like you're actually doing applique on a maybe you can see on this one. I do the thread and I go all the way around it so that so it will never pull up off of the fabric. In this one, I do it also because I like the look of it. I like that dark look, or even with white thread, however, against the dark background. So I would do that. So I would take my stitch now and go all the way around there. So this is good the way it is, but say you want to add a little bit of more pizzazz to it, you can take your stencils. Okay, I've got a whole bunch of stencils. I even got some Christmas stencils. And I've got some little hollies here and some Christmas trees. So say I wanted to add something, so I took a piece of green fabric, I fused it, and then I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to draw a holly leaf on the back of this paper. See that little holly leaf? So now I'm going to cut it out. And it's too small for what I want, so I'm actually going to enlarge it at the same time that I cut it out. Okay, so now I've got a holly leaf. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll take the fusing off and I can actually make myself a little bit of holly up in the corner. And I did the same thing with the red, and I made holes in the red, and now I can actually iron these little holly leaves on this pillow top. And that's how easy that is. As far as the butterfly I did the same thing with the butterfly. I took my one of my butterfly stencils. If I can find it. Here we go. And I cut just took the same fabric that's the same on my bedspread, and I cut out the butterfly. And then I just undered it onto the pillow. And what I did is I matched this with my bedspread braiding and the fabric, and made the pillow. You can also use the same technique. Look here, I've got a little star. If I want to put a little star in the corner of this one I can, or a little star on the gingerbread. I could do that. And then I will sew it, and I'll either put trim around it with a braid, or I'll just put a ruffle. I tried to make one of those round pillows that they have on big size beds, but I had trouble figuring it out. But I finally did. I just have to add the other brown side to this, and I'll have a roll pillow on the doll bed that I've made. My husband's made for me, actually. Another thing you can use the Wonder Under on is I'm working on this doll dress, and I thought it would be cute if I had a little apple on the top of the bodice. What did I do with it? No, I guess oh, here we go. So I took the apple and I undered it, and then I thought, well, I'll put an apple there. And then I looked at it and I really didn't like it, and I thought, well, let me try the yellow apple. So then I thought, okay, well, maybe I'll just leave it square like that, and Wonder Under it and sew that. But the nice thing about this Wonder Under, it's washable, so you can put it in the wash machine when you need to wash your doll clothes. One of the advantages of this dress here, you can use patterns that you have on your Christmas fabric. Like this doll right here with this pattern. I got this at the quilt show, and it's so cute. I don't know if you can find it in the stores or not, but it's got penguins all the way around the bottom, and I thought that would be the cutest Christmas dress with all the penguins on there. So I'd probably cut it to here, and then I'd put the bodice in either blue or white or something. But it'll be cute. Okay, thanks for watching.